Hi, everybody. Happy sunny day. I'm so excited that the sun is out. I decided that I wanted to bring some of these amazing people that I have in my network of individuals and do a little interview with them to help you learn more about them and the products that they offer and just the wonderful lives that they live. And especially in a time like this, I feel like everybody can be encouraged. And so I'm very excited that my very good friend, Natalie Bauss, has given me some of her time. I know that they've got a lot of things to do, but I'm so excited to be able to have her here today. And she and I are just going to chat about what's happening in the world and some different things that can be done to help you with your skin and skincare and other things while we're working through this whole, I want to say quarantine. I guess that's what it is through this time. So hi, Natalie. I'm so excited you're here.
Hi there. Thanks again for having me. I really appreciate it.
This is going to be awesome. So you are with KPS Essentials. Tell us a little bit about what KPS is.
Okay, so we manufacture organic skincare, but most importantly, we're about performance and we're about the health of your skin. There's a lot of different, products on the market that have different focuses, but, we really focus on very specific skin types, not just wrinkles and aging, but more like, rosacea and eczema and psoriasis and acne and those types of things.
That's awesome. Well, I have to tell, I think I have been using your product for 2 years uninterrupted.
Okay.
And because I met you I think it was 3 years ago, because you never had the opportunity to meet Michael, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So I think that this year, coming fall, I think it'll be 3 years that I met you. So I know that I've been on the product and I love it. And I said to you, so you were my very first guest on our podcast, Hello Gorgeous, Everything Beauty, Cancer, and Inspiration. And I'll put that link to that episode in the show notes or in the comments here. But, I remember saying to you when we did that was a year ago that we did that podcast. I know, right? But I remember telling you, I get so many compliments on my makeup, but it's not really my makeup that I feel that it's the skincare that I use underneath of it that makes my makeup look so good. What are your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. If you don't start with healthy skin, there's no way that what you're going to be covering it up with can look good. If you have some desquamation, which is like dehydrated, flaky skin underneath, there's just no amount of makeup that can really do that. And it's really important to start with healthy skin, and it's important to know what you're putting on your skin, because I feel as women, we need to be really savvy about our health, and we need to be mindful of what, we need to read the ingredients, read the labels, and understand what we're putting in our body. That's really important. Oh, I apologize. So sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. So tell me this. So what makes your skincare line different? Because I love it. And I was a hairdresser for 30 years and I've used all kinds of skincare products, but I truly love yours. So tell everybody why yours is so different.
All right. So because we focus again on skin health, we focus on performance, which is number one to us. With Ron as our formulator, with all of his experience from Boeing, can you imagine the amount of times they had to test things when they were going up in space? I mean, There's no room for failure. It is very root cause. So we take that approach with everything that we do. So if we don't have performance, we have nothing as far as we're concerned. But two, food grade organic ingredients. That is not, that is so important to me from my experience, working at Nordstrom and, seeing that, from the earthquake and the products falling and, that was designed for the face, it broke and ate through the carpet. It's like, it just really opened my eyes to what was happening in the industry. And I really wanted to make a dent in, the fact that we can offer something that's healthy for the body, that's, safe for, people with compromised immune systems or somebody going through oncology treatments. But then it's also important to be mindful of what we're doing to the planet as well. So there's so many factors that go into this. We don't spend our money like these big, huge conglomerates do on focusing on just marketing. We put it into the product, into the ingredients.
Well, and I remember, you mentioned food grade organics. I remember that we had come to a seminar that you were hosting up in Grand Rapids, and you actually used the cacao mask to make brownies. And we were able to eat that. And I was like, what? really? This is for real?
Yeah.
And it was awesome. And I think about that too, because your skin is the largest organ in your body and it absorbs
Yes.
everything that you put in. And I don't think that we're mindful enough about what we
Mhm.
actually put on our skin that it's absorbing in. That's incredible.
It is. And, I think that after everything that we're all going through right now with this coronavirus, I think that people actually will start to get more mindful of what they're doing to their largest organ because, think about all the hand sanitizers that we're using that, are alcohol based that are causing cracks. And sadly, it's sort of defeating the purpose of, using the hand sanitizer because when you have a crack, you're allowing the virus to get into the body quicker, which is really frightening when you think about it. So we need to be mindful of that as well and, make better choices. Continue to use a lot of hydration, use moisturizer on the hands so that you don't get cracks, or finding some thicker, like I use our Restore Balm that's, it's a really heavy sort of like salve type
Mm,
because it really heals cracks quickly. So those types of things are really important to maintain our health right now because we just don't even know what we're up against. I mean, we
that's
have
right.
an idea, but it's still a bit of a mystery, right?
That's right. Well, so I want to talk about the product that you designed for the hand sanitizer, but on the same, and I know it wasn't the balm, but there was a story about an elderly gentleman. You were in a class, I think, or a seminar, and he wasn't able to open his hands all the way for
Oh,
years.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
share that story with our audience.
Okay. Yes, you can actually, this is so crazy. So Ron and I went to a meeting and we went to shake this guy's hand. He was introduced to us by another friend, actually a photographer. And when we went to shake his hand, he's like, "Oh no, be careful." He had bandages everywhere. And I'm thinking, what is up? What's going on? And he didn't want us to shake his hand because his hands were just so painful. It was just to touch, it was just horrible for him. So come to find out, I'm starting to ask him questions, and then he showed it to me, and I thought, oh man, this is a severe case of eczema. So of course I had the Renew cream in my purse, and I pulled it out, and I started, massaging his hands, and he literally was doing this for the next hour, and we're looking at him like, what is this guy all about? And he's like, I haven't been able to do this for years because my hands crack the minute I move them. And he's like, they feel so hydrated right now and they feel so good. And it's because our product with our Germanu technology went working on the ceramides immediately and really helping to hydrate that skin to help work on those cracks. And he was thrilled. And in fact, you can go to our website under case studies and his picture is the first one that will pop up. So
Wow, that's
yeah,
awesome.
that's
I
really cool.
loved when you said that story. You don't know what you don't know, right? And so I don't think that
Exactly.
people understand the depth and the healing properties that your products have because of the food grade organics that you put into them. And so
Mhm.
I've seen it myself, but I love that story because you're right. You don't know what you don't know. And he didn't even know that that product existed. And I'm sure the quality of
No.
his life like totally changed around once he was able to experience that.
100%. And that's exactly why we do what we do, because we get to change lives. I mean, to me, that's the most meaningful thing that we do. That's why I get out of bed every day to work so hard for people so that we can help them with these horrible circumstances that they deal with. It's
That's right.
crazy the cases that we see, but we're very grateful to all the doctors that keep bringing us these cases because we get to learn from them, and it's really fantastic.
That's right. So,
Mhm.
so you again saw a need and fulfilled that need. So we got some hand sanitizer because that's somebody at the office had an extra one, but around here
Yeah,
you can't find it. And then I couldn't even find the
yeah,
stuff to make it because they said you could
right.
use like aloe vera and alcohol and there were,
Hmm.
format. So I bought the little jars, but couldn't find the stuff to make it. But you guys were able to fulfill a need. So you actually created a hand sanitizer. And I can't imagine, I don't know if moisturizing is the right word, but I imagine it's a
It
lot
is.
less damaging. Is it moisturizing? So tell us a little bit about that.
It's something that I created for our estheticians a while back, but we never really did much with it because there just wasn't a need for it. It really wasn't a big deal at the time. And then Ron was having this conversation with his father a few weeks ago saying, my hands are cracked right now and they are so dry from all this hand sanitizer. And Ron was like, wait a second. we need to fix this because there are so many people that need this right now. And it was really concerning to him because he knows how quickly pathogens can enter the body through these cracks. And so he went into the lab and he got, I mean, you understand, Ron, like he went
I
into
do.
meditation for days. I'm like, where have you been? It's like, he's so focused on this. I'm like, okay, I got to just give him some space right now. I know what he's doing. So what he did was he took our Dermanu technology and he put it into a hand sanitizer. So not only is this hand sanitizer, you know, it's great for obviously protecting against viruses and bacteria and germs and all those things, but it also hydrates. Most importantly, it's hydrating. And it does have, you know, it's got FDA and CDC approved ingredients. So, I mean, it's not just your typical hand sanitizer. So we're really proud of it. Yeah.
I would be too.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have to send you guys some. You're going to need to try this. It's
I know,
really fantastic.
you know, that's right. I have not ordered any yet, but I need to because just that, you know, just with the hand sanitizer that we're using right now, it's true. Your hands just get so dry and then they start to crack and peel, but it becomes, you know, it's habit. Like it was funny.
Yeah.
I said to my son, we went somewhere the other day and I walked into a store and when I came out, I had like wet ones. And so I wiped my hands down and wiped the steering wheel down. And my son said to me something like, this is what it would be like if you lived with somebody that was just really nervous all the time about catching stuff. And I said, you're right. And I said, but right now we all have to live in those shoes because you don't know like who they've come in contact with or who you've come in contact with. And so, you know, you really have to be able to do that. And so, so I think all of our hands are just taking a toll. So that's awesome. And so that's available on your website?
It is.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So you do a wonderful thing. So we met to see how we could partner with your skincare line and our gorgeous women, because I'm really about giving the gorgeous women that we serve through our salon affiliates the absolute best product that they can get. And so you guys generously donate product to us and to our salons so that they've got top of the line product to be able to use during their facials. But then also it's product that's sent home with our gorgeous women so that she can continue to use that product. And so I can't thank you enough for all the support you've given Hello Gorgeous. And I'm so grateful that we have something like that we can offer to them. But you've also kind of evolved a little bit given the changing times and have like an at-home kit that anybody can take right now, right? So share a little bit about that with us.
We are really excited about this because so many people have asked, you know, about this, but most importantly, you know, we really wanted to be there to support our salons right now because, you know, we're all in this together, right? It's challenging times. It's just, it's so, we've never had to deal with this in our lifetime, really. You know, you hear about, you know, what, you know, maybe like my great grandmother, she was alive during the Spanish flu and, you know, those types of things, but, you know, this is all new to us. So I'm thrilled that we can sort of stick together and support our salons while they are closed down at the moment. So we created a very simple KPS signature facial kit for them to be able to sell to their customers so that they can stay engaged. And it's an opportunity for their estheticians to get involved more with, you know, their clients and get engaged with them. Maybe they want to do, you know, like some FaceTime Live, you know, walking them through the steps of the facial or, you know, those types of things. And so we will get more involved on this end, and I'll be putting more videos out on YouTube for that as well. But we're really excited that we're able to help them, you know, stay engaged with their customers at this time.
And that's what we have done too. You know, one of the things that we want to do going forward are some videos for our gorgeous women of things that they can do. And so we're even trying to encourage our salon affiliates to do some things too, just for that same thing. Just because you don't actually have your hands on them, you can still stay engaged with them. And it's tough because, you know, you were an esthetician too. These people are like families to, you know, to us. You see them.
Absolutely are.
Yeah. And you interact with them and you know what's happening. And so the fact that you don't see your team members who are family and you're not seeing your clients that are family, what a wonderful way to be able to stay connected with everybody.
Well, I love that you guys are making an effort to do that as well, because I feel like, you know, the women that are so challenged with what they're going through right now on your end, I feel like they've got to have more anxiety and they're just so unsure about life in itself because the world can feel like it's just closing in on you. There's just so much uncertainty and, you know, the news is just filled with so much stuff, it's like, it's overwhelming for all of us,
Yes,
right?
it
But the
is.
fact that you guys are there as a support system, like a family member that
Yes.
is there for them with your loving, energy. And I just know that you're making a huge impact in their lives every day. And I'm so grateful that you're there for them and that you can help them through this, because it means so much to them. I can't imagine how much they appreciate your cheery call,
I
You're,
hope so. It was really hard. In the beginning, I really delayed, calling off the makeovers for just right now,
for
temporarily, because I
sure.
thought, my whole thing was, what if she really needs this? But you have to
Yeah.
weigh her really needing it and then the possibility of causing harm. And, our whole
Mhm.
focus is it's all about the women. So, and
Right.
her safety is our key importance to us. And so,
Mhm.
that it's difficult, and that's my juice, right? When I get to see the before and after
Totally.
pictures from all over the
Right.
country,
Oh,
that's how, so we just need to make, so that's, we spent this last week just kind of strategizing, okay, how can we stay connected and how can we make sure that these women are supported? And so I love that about you guys too, because you're doing that for your salons as well, just making sure that they know that you're there and that you've not forgotten about it. And I love what you said. You're right. We're just all in this together. Everybody's doing the same thing.
yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's crazy. But I love the fact that we are in this together, because I feel like there's going to be so much positivity that comes through this. I feel like this is such a wonderful opportunity to force all of us to slow down and to really focus on what really matters. It's not about all this stuff about, oh, this person has this or I need that. It's about, what, right here, right now, it's focused on friendship, it's on family, and it's all about love. And how can we spread the love and help one another? I mean, there's so many beautiful stories that will come out of this that we're going to hear. And I just, I look forward to, so much positivity that gets spread across the nation and across the world.
I do too. Me too. All right. So I've got a question that I'm asking everybody, because I
Okay.
feel that the best way for us to be able to encourage us is to, see like what you said, everybody's kind of going through this at the same time. So what are you doing to keep yourself safe? And what are you doing to keep yourself sane?
All right. To keep myself safe, I'm obviously not going anywhere other than, I do come to the office because we still have to ship out orders. And so we just have one employee coming into the office right now, and that's Jennifer. And we're kind of trying to stagger our days so that we're not, here too much at the same time. So I feel like, that's good. We're obviously sanitizing everything like crazy, every day, and just, keeping off, tip top. So that's good because we're still remaining operational and nothing is slowing down. So that's good.
Awesome.
As far as my sanity goes, I've got my rituals that I really appreciate now more than ever. I wake up in the morning and I light my incense, and, I start with tea, and I just, light my candles. And it's about ambiance for me. When I'm at home, it's just about having a clear space so that I can clear my mind and focus on meditation, because that helps with my anxiety. Because I have to be honest, I mean, there was a day over the weekend where I was thinking I wasn't feeling well, and I thought, oh my gosh, is this it? I'm thinking, my head just starts spinning, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this controls this. Like, I need to remain calm. Like, this is stupid. Like, what am I thinking? But our mind, because there's so much negativity hitting us
Yes.
constantly, it wants to just like run rampant, and it just never stops. So I was like, okay, I'm stopping this. Like, time, start meditating, light that candle, like just get into this, like, just very calming atmosphere. And for me, that's what's working for right now.
I love it. That's awesome.
What about
Well,
you?
and so safe wise, it's very hard for me. We were talking a little bit prior to our conversation that I'm not going through withdrawals because I am the hugger. Like everybody,
Oh,
I don't know a
yeah.
stranger. Like I meet people in the grocery store and I don't know the whole, this is your dance space and this is my dance space. It's all my dance space, so I, I meet somebody in the grocery store and the first thing I think about doing is walking up and giving them an embrace. And so that's been really difficult for me. And even
Mhm.
the whole being in the house thing is tough. So I'm grateful for the sunshine to be able to get out and go for a walk today. And
Yes.
I crave that interaction with people. So I'm grateful for things like this. So this for me is sanity, right? To be able to
Yeah.
do these Zoom conversations with you and to
Mhm.
be able to bring these conversations to the rest of our audiences. This is, sanity. As far as safety goes, I'm really trying to adhere to that. stay in the house, which is not me. I'm normally
I
the one that
know.
first thing I'm in the car, I'm out the door, I'm grabbing a nice tea, I'm on my way to the office. And I finally found I'm on this whole health journey. And so I really struggled with a substitute that was healthy. And I found that it's called Good Leaf. And so it's a
Oh, yeah.
stevia. Yeah. Well,
Uh-huh.
there was one with monk fruit and I wasn't really crazy about that. But so I found a really good not artificial, natural sweetener that I really liked. And so I, was cooking with gas and just, I get that little bit of caffeine in me in the morning. And so that I all had to change that. So I'm with you. It's getting up in the morning. It's being able to journal. It's just being able to set my
Yes.
intentions for the day. Because
Yes.
it's really hard for me. When I go to the office, I know what my structure is. And being here at home, it's tough because it's like, oh, I see a dust bunny, or, oh, I probably should throw in a load of laundry. So, I really have to stay focused. This is when we wrote both of our books, like I couldn't write them at home. I was at the library, or I was at Panera, I was someplace else because of that lack of just, I didn't have that distraction of the things around the house. So my sanity is just making sure I'm really sticking to my rituals. And for safety, I'm like, for everybody's safety, I'm staying at home because I'm not walking up and hugging you. So so I figure that's the best thing. That's right. It'll all come to pass. I keep telling myself that. So good. Well, I'm so excited. Thank you so much for taking time out and joining me. Give us your website and where people can find you and that amazing hand sanitizer and those at-home kits.
Okay, so KPSessentials.com, and KPS stands for kind, pure, and smart.
I love it. Awesome. Okay, so let's check in next week and just kind of see how you guys are doing, and we'll give you an update on where we're at, and we'll go from there.
Good. I love it. Thanks for having me. So good to see you.
Good to see you too. Thank you. Virtual hugs. Bye, Natalie.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.